So this is my 10th take of doing these videos and I'm absolutely fed up. So yeah. Hey guys, Matt here and welcome to this brand new video. I hope you're all doing very, very well. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys my favorite fragrances of scents that you can wear in the autumn time. Now, the scents that I've picked, I've gone by, you know, the way that the climate is here in the UK. So fragrances that I've picked might necessarily not work for you. So yeah, I mean, of course, I live here in the UK and autumn time can sometimes be really cold. Sometimes it can be really warm. English weather's really messed up as it is. The type of fragrances that I would wear personally for the autumn time are fragrances like, you know, tobacco-based, amber-based, vanillic, cinnamon maybe. So yeah, I really do hope you enjoy my favorite picks and yeah, let's get started. We're going to talk about a fragrance that comes from the house of Lanvin. And this is a scent that I've been wearing so much. I cannot stop wearing it, guys. Like, this is an amazing scent. And this is Lanvin's Avant-Garde. Now, this fragrance opens up quite unique. It has a bit of a tobacco-y smell to it. It's very woody. It's quite smooth. Sandalwood, vanilla, amber, and like I said, that tobacco. So the tobacco note is probably the most fleeting note in this fragrance. It's not like a lot of tobacco notes, so it doesn't remind me of a Michael Kors tobacco. It doesn't remind me of, you know, the Dreamer, and it even doesn't remind me of, like, you know, Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford. It's not like that. This one is a more dried based tobacco. It's more like a tobacco leaf as opposed to tobacco itself. It's very dry, it's a very smooth scent. People compare this to La Nuit de l'Homme by Yves Saint Laurent. However, I don't really get it. I can see why people would compare it. But this one, it doesn't have that clean edge that, you know, La Nuit de l'Homme has. This one is just a very smooth tobacco scent. It's very woody. It has a bit of a sweetness in the woods. But it's a very warm fragrance. Really, really nice. I would highly recommend you guys check this one out, especially if you want a low budget fragrance for the autumn time. This is a great one to go for. The one and the only Avant-Garde by Lanvin. Now let's talk about my number 5. Now just so you know, these fragrances aren't in any particular order apart from my number 1. So I just wanted to explain that. I know I should have explained it at the beginning, so yeah, I do apologise. But now my number 5 spot is a very unusual choice because this fragrance is only really well known in the UK. I've had this fragrance in my collection for years, and this was the first powerhouse fragrance that I ever had in my collection before any other powerhouse scents. So before Kouros, before Lapidus Pour Homme, you know, all of these powerhouse fragrances, this was the one that I first fell in love with. Now, you can still find this fragrance. It is made by a company called Eden Classics nowadays, which are an English-based company that have recently brought back fragrances that have been discontinued for years and years and years. Now, the bottle I have is a vintage that I picked up on eBay for a very, very good price. It's a 100ml and it's never been sprayed, of course, until I sprayed it. It comes from the company of Schulten, the original manufacturer of this fragrance, and the fragrance is called Report. Now, this is an awesome fragrance. I cannot express how much I love this scent. Love it. Okay, so if you want to know how it smells, it opens up with a lot of spiced citruses. I would say mostly spiced bergamot. Then after a while we get the tobacco, a lot of exotic woods in the dry down. That's the sort of vibe that I get with this fragrance, although it has a very unique soapy quality about it as well. And I don't quite know where it gets its soapy quality from. I mean, it could be the musks, it could be the woods. I mean, I really don't know. But the smell itself is just, it's absolutely beautiful. So for those who are really into the 80s and they like retro fragrances, this is a fragrance that you need to check out. I don't know why, but this fragrance really works well on my skin during the autumn time because the soapiness gives it that clean edge, but then we get that dirty sort of typical 80s powerhouse smell from the bergamot and the tobacco and the musks. And yeah, it's sort of like a clean fragrance, but has that macho-ness, you know? And I just love that combination and it works so well. So guys, if you're into fragrances like Antaeus by Chanel or Kouros by Yves Saint Laurent, you're going to love this fragrance. It's an amazing scent. It's warm, it's spicy, it's smooth. You can find a newer version of this fragrance. I would even highly recommend it. It's amazing. So yeah, that is my number 4 and it is Report by Schulten. I was about to say Eden Classics. Now, coming in at number 3 is an amazing scent that I've recently just added to my collection, and I've been wearing this so damn much. Autumn and winter and even Christmas time in a bottle because it has the opening note of pine, which is very fleeting. And it also has notes of tobacco and whatnot, so Yeah, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and show you. This fragrance is Polo Green by Ralph Lauren. Now, this is the newer formulation. I've heard the vintage is so much better, so please don't hit me in the comments saying, you know, oh, you should have a vintage version, because trust me, I know. Great scent, in my opinion. Opens up with a very nice clean pine note. We get tobacco, we get a lot of oak moss, we get vetiver, a very rich fragrance. Like, if you smell this from the top, you think of walking through a pine forest. The pine note is so dominant. So if you love the note of pine, you are going to worship this fragrance. So warm, so original. It's a classic. It's an absolute classic. It came out in the 70s, so it stood the test of time. It's still a very popular fragrance from the house of Ralph Lauren. I would highly recommend you guys check this one out. It's a beautiful fragrance because whenever you wear this, not only does it smell good, but it makes you smell like Christmas. It has that Christmassy festive smell, but it's also great for warming you up. It does really well in cold weather. So I would highly recommend you guys check this one out, especially if you're into pine. Now, coming in at my number 2 is a fragrance that I wasn't originally going to add into my autumn list. The reason being is because I was actually going to add it into my winter list instead. Because you can basically wear this fragrance for both autumn and winter. Although, since I've been wearing this today, because it is my scent of the day, I've been getting so many compliments. My brother's been complimenting me, my mum's been complimenting me, and it's just made me think, yeah, I've got to add this into the list. There's a big percentage of people out there who love it, and there's a big percentage of people out there who really don't like it. And to be honest, I cannot understand why people don't like this. To me, it is a masterpiece. It's a very well blended scent, an amazing scent. I would highly recommend this to anybody. And it is my number 2, and it comes from the house of Van Cleef & Arpels, and I think you guys can know what it is just by me saying the name of the house. It's Midnight in Paris, the Eau de Toilette. Now, this fragrance has been discontinued before I say anything on it. Don't know why it's been discontinued. I think it's a ridiculous decision from the company Van Cleef & Arpels. But this is such a warm fragrance. We get bergamot, we get orange, we get lemon in the top. We also get the note of tea. We get vanilla, we get benzoin, and we also get leather. The leather note is so dominant in this fragrance. It's very warm smelling, it's sweet, it's very classy. Beautiful scent, guys. Oh my god. Yeah, it's just an awesome fragrance, guys. I would highly recommend it, especially if you're into, like, you know, really subtle leather fragrances. This is a really, really good one to go for. So I would highly recommend you guys check out Van Cleef & Arpels Midnight in Paris. Now, my number 1 choice is a fragrance that I think it's become my new signature. It's amazing. I get so many compliments on this fragrance, and it's the autumn fragrance, in my opinion. Beautiful, beautiful fragrance. And it's the one and the only Carven Homme by Carven. Now, this juice is just as warm in colour as it is warm in smell. It's spicy, kind of festive smelling as well. We get lemon, cinnamon, patchouli, vanilla. Oh my god. Love it. I just absolutely love this fragrance. To me, Carven Homme is the autumn fragrance. You have to have this fragrance if you love your sort of spicy fragrances. Oh god, this is amazing. Like, I have already reviewed this, just like I've reviewed pretty much most of these fragrances in my collection, so I will leave my reviews for these scents down in the comments. But wow, guys, this is just an amazing scent. I think anybody who will smell this fragrance for the first time will be like, wow. Because it's really hard to dislike this scent because of its quality, you know? Now, yeah. Now, a lot of reviewers in the United States have got this in their collection, and they've been able to find it really cheap. However, I've paid about £35 for this, which isn't so bad. I mean, it's sort of middle-ranged price with free delivery, which was really good. But guys, you have to check out this fragrance, especially if you're into your warm, spicy fragrances. I just love it. Like, right now, it's got that warm cinnamon, which gives it that spice. It's very herbal with that patchouli. Very powdery on the musks. We get sandalwood. And it's just very creamy with that vanilla. Oh, God. It's beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, God, I love it. To me, the autumn fragrance, in my opinion. Absolutely love it. It's just beautiful. I would highly, highly recommend you guys check this fragrance out. This is my favorite fragrance for the autumn time, and it's probably my favorite fragrance that I've purchased this year. It's just an amazing fragrance. I would highly recommend you guys check this one out. It's insane. So, so good. So guys, thank you so much for checking out my top 6 fragrances of the autumn time. Amazing fragrances here, in my opinion. I would highly recommend you check them all out. I mean, yeah, you know what? Let's not do that because you're not going to be able to see me. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this top 6 list. I really do hope you've enjoyed it. Please do let me know in the comments below what you think of my picks, and I will get back to you. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep smelling good, and I'll see you all in the next video, and have an awesome autumn. Bye-bye for now, guys.